This isn't to paint women in a bad light. It's to wake us up, and for men not to be a victim to your wife and your situation, but to see the reality so you can get out of the brainwashing and regain your strength and confidence and no longer give your power away to your wife in these woman ways. So number one, 10 things your wife will stop doing when you get married. And please, in the comments, tell me what your wife has stopped doing or stopped doing once you got married and anything that I miss. So number one is having fun. When you get married, your wife will stop having fun. She might have been more the party girl and the fun girl and the spontaneous girl before you got married. And then she pulls the rug out from underneath you and becomes the fun police. I have a live show you can go check out. Where Did My Fun Wife Go? I think that's what it's called, something like that. And our excuses, so what I'd like to do in this list, I'm going to give what our excuses are as women that we stop these things, and then the truth of what's really going on so we can see that, because we can only heal from the reality, and we can only heal when we are willing to see the truth. We can't heal from our victim stories and our blame and our excuses, because we will never take responsibility. Our excuses and our victim stories and the blame is a way to avoid accountability and not have to see the truth. So I had to learn I could only heal if I saw the truth of my experience. I couldn't heal living from my excuses and stories of blame. So we stop having fun as women once we get married, and our excuses are, and that's another piece. Please tell me the excuses your wife gives for these, because I could do a whole mini series on this list and all the excuses we give for the bait and switch and how we stop being who we were before getting married. But I'm just going to give the most common excuses that I know as a woman, that I've given and other women share, and even, seeing the comments from the men on the videos. So the excuses we give are just, I'm tired. Everything is on me. I have no energy left to give to have fun. And our excuse is, it's time to grow up and be responsible. We also give the excuse of blaming our husbands that they are not responsible. They're immature. They're not growing up. So we can't trust them to depend on them to do the things that we need them to do. So we have to do everything. So there is no time for fun. Another excuse we might give is, well, he stopped and he never plans anything and it's all on me. He never wants to do anything fun and never plans anything fun. The burden falls on my shoulders and I just don't have time for that. The truth of why we stop having fun is we feel that fun is not being in control, and that it's irresponsible, it's immature, it's frivolous. That's why we stop having fun. We have to shut down all fun because fun might make us out of control. That's the truth of why we stop having fun. Number 2 of what your wife will stop doing when you get married, we stop taking care of our appearance. That can mean wearing sweats all the time, or ratty clothes, or frumpy clothes. We stop doing our hair. We stop wearing makeup. We will put on weight. We won't take care of our health. Our excuses, or one of our excuses, again, we can have a list of excuses. Tell me what I miss in the comments in the chat. But our excuses are, I'm drained. For many women, I'm a mom now, and I don't have time for me. My life is about doing everything for everyone else, and I don't have time to do my hair and put my makeup on. I'm too tired. I'm too drained. Another excuse we might give is, and I relate to this one, that I'm too much of a mess and too messed up inside and emotionally, and it's too much work. It's too much work to take care of myself, and I really just need to focus on just making sure I'm not too overwhelmed or too depressed or too anxious, and I can't put energy to that anymore. The truth is of why we stop taking care of our appearance. We make ourselves unattractive to push our husbands away so we don't have to have sex. We're going to get to that one in the list as well. But that's the truth. Where it's a stopping taking care of our appearance as a husband repellent to push them away so we don't have to have sex. We don't have to be intimate. We don't have to have affection. Because we know if we look cute, then our husband's going to give us attention and want to flirt and be affectionate and maybe want sex. So we stop taking care of our appearance. Number 3 of what your wife stops doing once you get married. Number 3, being nice. Before getting married, she's really nice. Does lots of nice things. Our excuse of why we stop being nice, twofold. One, we stop being nice because of all the things you're not doing for us. Again, thinking of camp victim. And you're not doing the things I expect of you, so why would I be nice and do nice things for you? Or it's a massive gaslight to our husbands by saying, I'm nice. Look at all the things that I do. And we'll do the things to be nice, quote unquote. But there's a massive agenda behind it to be able to say, look at all the things I do for you. You don't do anything for me. And we actually use it as ammo. Your husband can feel that. Even if you're doing, quote unquote, all the right things and being a quote unquote good wife, when there's an emptiness behind it and resentment and a sense of burden, your husband feels that. So it's not nice to him. The truth of why we stopped being nice is nice was just a facade to get what we wanted. We thought in getting married, our husbands would solve all our problems and provide this life. And then they can't because we're in camp victim and we're not taking responsibility for our side of the street. So we think, what's the point of even being nice anymore? There's no point to it. Number 4 of what your wife will stop doing when you get married is being independent, meaning having a life and having things that she likes to do and having her own interests and being capable of taking care of herself and doing the things she needed to do when she was single. And her excuse of why she stopped being independent and having a life and interests that she enjoyed and hobbies is, I gave my life up to be married and be a wife to you and to have kids, and there's nothing left for me. The truth of why we stopped being independent is we got married for someone else to share the burden of life with because we didn't want it all on us. And in getting married, we can have someone to blame when things don't work out. Number 5 of what your wife will stop doing. And again, a reminder, since we're halfway through, this is also for women to wake up and see if you can relate to any number of these. Seeing how that contributes to the problems and issues in your marriage so that you can change and have a way forward, and your good man will be right there waiting for you. So number 5, we stop having sex. This one, again, the excuses can be endless. So tell me the excuses you hear in the comments and chat, or brave women, the excuses you have given. There's too much to do. I'm too tired. I have a headache. I don't feel well. I have nothing left to give. I'm too stressed. My hormones, my weight, my health. Again, the excuses are endless. And the truth of why we stop having sex is that there was always an agenda for why we had sex before getting married, to get married or to have kids. And we were never honest with ourselves about why we were having sex and used it as a tool to get what we wanted. Number 6, and what your wife will stop doing once you get married, being affectionate. And the excuse we give is, you don't do the things I need to do to feel special and loved, or to feel emotionally safe and loved by you. So I'm not going to be affectionate, or might give the excuse you're just too needy and I'm not a touchy-feely person. It's just not who I am. That's an excuse I hear a lot. It's not my love language. Another excuse I hear a lot. And again, the truth is because affection leads to sex. And we push away anything that's going to lead to sex. Number 7, doing the things that you, as a good man, used to like to do with her. You know, when you were dating and first together and she got involved with your hobbies and your interests, you get married, she stops doing those things. The excuse is, I'm too busy to do those things anymore. There's no room. There's no time. We're not 20 anymore, or when we were younger, we have things to do. And the truth is, as women, we're chameleons, and we never liked those things in the first place. And we're too scared to be honest with ourselves, or too scared to be honest with you, because we became who we needed to be to get you. A part of the facade. Number 8 of what your wife will stop doing once you get married: being the fun, nice girl around your friends and family. The excuses we will give: they've hurt me in some way. They stopped being nice to me. Or I don't think they like me. I feel judged by them. I don't like being around them because I don't think they like me anymore. The truth: we were only the fun, nice girl around your friends and family to get everyone on board, to validate you and thinking this is the woman for you. She's lovely and wonderful. And we're that fun, nice girl to be liked. And again, get all the chips on our side of the table. Number 9 of what your wife will stop doing when you get married. Number 9, being wifely and womanly. So, cooking you special meals, maybe having candles lit and a woman's touch around the home. One that I thought of for myself, taking care of our husbands when they're sick and doting on them and making sure they feel nurtured and cared for, and like being a nurse. I can remember when my husband and I were first dating, we both loved chicken and dumplings. He's from the Midwest. I'm from the South. One of my favorite meals. Don't have it very often, but just a comfort. And I made him like a whole batch of chicken and dumplings once when we were dating, and left it on his doorstep when he had the flu. I laughed about that. And our excuses are we have too many other responsibilities, and tell you, well, oh, wouldn't that be nice if I did those things? I have to do this and this and that and that. I don't have time to do that. Or we will still do these things, but again, we feel burdened and resentful and build that case of, look at everything I do for you, but there's no care in it. And our husbands can feel that. And the truth is of why she stops doing that is she's just not that into you anymore, and did those things to get you and make you think she was one way when she wasn't. And then we don't feel the responsibility and feel no connection to want to do those things anymore. And number 10 of what your wife will stop doing once you get married. This is probably the worst for good men, or one of the worst, is being your best friend and loving you. And our excuse is we're in a different phase of life, too many responsibilities, or we might say you've changed. You're not who you used to be. I don't feel like your best friend anymore because you're not the man that I married. When in reality, we're the ones that changed. And our husband's still right there being the man he is, and who we've been, and all these behaviors have pushed them away, and they've given up and they stopped trying. The truth is, we laid it on strong. Us against the world. We laid it on strong in our facade, again, to get you, and being who we had to be to make you think we were the one. So those are the 10 things women will stop doing once you get married. And also that for us as women to see the 10 things we stopped doing, again, as part of being red pilled, to see the truth of our behaviors and how we are showing up that are causing the problems in a marriage with a good man. And for good men to wake up and see the reality of the woman that they're married to, not making her bad or wrong, but to validate and know, yes, this is your experience and this is real. And you're not crazy and you're not the problem in it. Hello again. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. For those women listening who know you are the problem and you want a path forward to change your woman ways and truly be happy in yourself, I have a course for women called the Happiness Program. And the Happiness Program teaches you to resolve the unhealthy relationship you have with yourself so that you can be the solution to the issues and challenges in your marriage and your life. You can find the link in the description below to learn more about the course and apply to enroll. For the good men listening who want a way to take back the power you've unknowingly given away to your wives, I also have a course for you called the Marriage Rescue Course for Good Men Only. And the course teaches you how to rebuild your strength and confidence so that you can navigate the relationship with your wife in a healthy, constructive way. Again, you can find the link below in the description to learn more about the course and apply to enroll. Again, thank you so much for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.